Hi guys, welcome back to my live stream. We're going to be talking Roaring Kitty. I mean, if you were here on his live stream watching me stream it, I thought it was hilarious to whoever said that they've pretty much reached rock bottom of their life or whatever because they're watching a girl live streaming another person's stream. Thank you for that. I thought that was hilarious. But for those of you guys that do enjoy my videos, just remember it's never financial advice on my channel. I am not a licensed professional with stocks or crypto or anything like that. So everything you see here is entertainment purposes only. So make sure to destroy the like button as always. Make sure you are subscribed. Absolutely free to do so. If you want to support me and give me some coffee money, go ahead and join as a community member over here, and also check out all the links I have down below. My hair, I don't know what's happening. I put too much highlighter on my face and that's why everything is a mess, but we're just gonna fix it as we go. I am shook right now because I kind of had hopes that we could get out of that $27 territory and things would be better over the weekend, basically, right? And obviously after the stream, everything tanked really, really hard. It did not move up past $30. It was really ugly. And not gonna lie, I knew what I was getting myself into. I already told you guys that it's either gonna go to the moon. Hi there, Patrick. It's either gonna go to the moon or it's gonna go all the way down. Rock bottom, 6 feet under. And obviously, if you were watching my streams, I had already made I was up about 8,000. I still had my greed. I held on to a little bit of my greed, but I sold. I sold in front of you guys and at the 20 grand. So I think I put in 11 grand at the time. And then I was overall at 20,000. This was like way before Roaring Kitty, I guess, did his stream. Actually, I was kind of feeling like just in case it's a buy the rumor, sell the new situation. Since I was already up basically like 9 grand, 8 to 9 grand, I'm like, all right, I'm just going to cash out like my real money. So, I mean, it's all real, but I wanted to get rid of my gains. So then I took out about 15,000 and left behind 5,000. And it was just kind of moving. And it went up by like another 2 grand. I still didn't sell. And then obviously, you know what happened during the stream, everything just came crashing down. And I knew what I was getting myself into, but now it's gotten so much crazier. I still believe my original, like, I wouldn't even call it a thesis. I would just call it my original imaginary hunch that I did not believe that first off, it wasn't him. And I'm glad to have finally now everybody knows now. Everybody on the news also can stop saying, is it really him? Maybe it's not him. Maybe it's somebody who bought out his account, blah, blah, blah. Like now we're all good and we all understand that it is actually him. Thank God for that. And I'm glad that like, that's what my original belief was. However, I don't know why. I don't know why he's doing this. Like, I'm thinking he knows what he's doing. Like he's doing this because obviously he's way more intelligent than the people that are calling him stupid right now. Or the people that are calling him a scammer. There's like a bunch of things happening right now. So I still also believe that I don't think he's doing this to like screw over the average retail investor, really like where he came from, because he started trading with like 50,000. I mean, he's not like trading with $500, obviously. Like he had a job. I think when he started trading in like 2020 or whenever he started his YouTube channel, like he had a job, he has family still. That's what I've learned from like on the internet and then also watching Dumb Money. But so he has his responsibilities. He started off just trading with like $50,000 and then obviously is now like some people say he at one point was a billionaire or whatever, but at least now he's like a millionaire and we saw him on the stream that he's a millionaire. But everybody's just like freaked out basically because they're like, oh, he didn't really like come up with a thesis on the live stream. And I also kind of predicted that because I said to you guys, like, I don't think he's saying specific words and he was specifically sending out memes, just like kind of like how he always did it back in 2020. Unfortunately, I wasn't lucky enough to have known about him or to follow him on X. I barely even use X, to be honest, like in 2020. But anyways, he just like, that's his style. He sends memes. And I also think it's quite intelligent if you don't want to get in trouble, because he already clearly kind of got in trouble because he had to do the congressional hearing with Vlad Tenev, CEO of Robinhood. I wonder if that'll happen again, honestly, at this point. Like, it's just blown up all over again that I wouldn't be shocked if it happened again. And he claims that he doesn't have a lawyer, like, at least present during the live stream, but he didn't say he doesn't have a lawyer, period. So I hope he actually did consult with a lawyer at some point in his life, to be honest. But again, that's just me. I predicted that I didn't think he was going to say anything like, oh, due to my technical analysis, like this is happening, or how much is in the dark pool, like just how much is possibly being shorted, or this is like some insider stuff that I know. Like, obviously I didn't think he would say any of that. So I don't know why people are being disappointed, like, oh, that he didn't say like all this stuff to kind of explain why he's doing what he's doing. I think it's much safer to do what he's doing now, because even though on the news they're making it seem like he's done something bad, it's like literally this dude is doing less than what most financial advisors on YouTube are doing, aka selling courses, literally saying not financial advice, but hey, I'm like gonna blow all my money into this specific stock and I believe it's gonna do so well, but not financial advice. So in case you actually buy everything and then blow your entire life savings on it, it's not my problem. Like, he's not even asking anybody to buy GME as well. He's literally just posting it, and it's absolutely your choice to buy it. And I think people just have to be more responsible. And I think seeing all of this like unfold, it's just really like human nature. You're just seeing like human nature unfold. It's like people are greedy and then they want to make money. So then they go and hop on this train. And then once they don't make money, or they bought at 70, it's like nobody told you to buy at 60 or 70. Or I think recently I went to $80 for GME, but it's like nobody told you to buy at 80, bro. So if you sold it at like $27 recently when it started tanking and GME came out with the news that they're going to go ahead and give more shares, yeah, I don't think that's Roy and Kitty's fault. I think that's your own fault. No offense. But if you enjoy my videos, smash the like button. I just say my opinion. I don't know anything. I'm not good with trading stocks. I have my gains, I have my losses. I have more gains actually in crypto than I do stocks. So, and I've actually lost a bunch of money on AMC and GME. Now I think I'm possibly up. I am up, not possibly up, I guess. But yeah, let's look at GME right now. Right now is 24-hour market on Robinhood. So this is not happening on Webull or anything like that. I don't know what you guys are trading on, but obviously on Robinhood, there is their 24-hour trading. I actually forgot when they started the 24-hour trading, but whatever. Not everything you could do 24-hour trading. So if you look at like NEO right now, which by the way, so funny. I just saw this article earlier and it said GameStop and NEO, like the Chinese EV company, were among the 11th biggest large cap losers last week, June 1st to June 7th. And then it's like RDs in your, it's by Benzinga. You can read it if you want to. I'm not. I'm just reading the title part of it. And I was like, oh, that's so funny. That's so funny because I'm clearly such a bad trader because I bought both NEO and GameStop during the period of last week. Like, did I buy it prior to that? No, I just bought it last week. I'm down on my NEO though. I am down on my NEO, but GameStop. I do not regret a thing. I do not regret a single thing. The only thing I regret on, I think, GameStop is now in hindsight 2020, like after the stream, things did not go well. Now I'm kind of like, I would have been better off if I had just sold the exact $20,000 that I originally input like 11. So then I would have pocketed 9,000 and I could have just bought it all back at 27. But then I'm also really grateful because like nobody knows the future. And I was thinking there's a small like possibility. What if like during his stream, it's just going to run to the moon and it's going to go to like $120. And I did not want to lose out on that. So, you know, it's tough. I'm still honestly figuring out like what to do towards like the future and like what my trades would look like, or will they look similar? Or will I just kind of like try different things? Because I'm clearly trying like what I did last week, what I did on Friday, what I did on Thursday is honestly kind of different for my personality. I'm usually more like all in, all out. Okay, I'm going to pull out like what I did in 2021 was that I was starting to lose money. Like I was up so much on GME. I was up so much on AMC and all of a sudden I was falling down and I was losing thousands of dollars. So I was like, you know what? Let's just YOLO out. Like I YOLO'd in, I'm going to YOLO out. And then I put all my money, obviously like, not all my money, but actually like nearly all of it at the time because I didn't have that much in my portfolio. So I think I put in, like $50,000 into Dogecoin. And Dogecoin at the time was already running up at around like 1 to 3 cents, but I got it all like more under 3 cents. And then that obviously blew up and it's still much higher obviously than 3 cents. So lucky for me that worked out, but I'm more of like YOLO in, YOLO out, time in hand. Like I don't really have a strategy, but that's kind of just like my personality. I'm all in, all out. But I'm trying to be less like that, I guess, and try different things that are not necessarily my personality. I'm trying to be more like a robot almost. It's hard though, honestly. Like I don't know about you guys, but I find this to be extremely hard. And yeah, and I didn't really stick to my word because I said that I was just going to leave. Like I told you guys, like I had the 20,000 in and then I pulled out 15. So I had about $5,000 in there. But then when the stream basically started and everything started to tank, I bought more. And then after his stream, I bought even more. So I'm not going to show you guys what's in here right now. Because I think also some people would be proud of me. Some people would be like, that's really stupid. But if you do want to see my trades, you do want to know my current position on GME and what I sold to get it, and how much I sold and how much I have in GME at this current moment, go ahead and check out my Patreon and my other paid subscriptions down in the description below. You can find them. So yeah, but I'm happy right now because it is not $27 in the 24-hour overnight market on, as you can see here. We are on GameStop right now. This is on Robinhood. Yes, I know some of you guys make fun of the fact that I trade on Robinhood, but I don't care. I like it. I like it. Just like Roaring Kitty likes stock, I like trading on Robinhood. I also trade on Webull. I don't trade on Fidelity. I mean, maybe I should. Maybe I should. So then people will take me more seriously when I say I trade stocks. But anyways, yeah, it's at 30.50 right now. I think when the day ended on Friday, GameStop was like $27. I want to say like 12 cents or $27.16 or something around there. It was not pretty. It was not good. I was down. I was pretty much no, I was still no, I was down. I was down. It was not a good look. I wasn't very happy with that, but you know, I made my choice. And now it's looking pretty good because I'm obviously in the green again since it's around 30. Earlier we were at 32 something. Let me see if we actually just now crossed. Yeah. So today after like the 24-hour market, because I think 24-hour market on Robinhood, honestly, I'm not too sure. So do your own DD, entertainment purposes only. But after hours, not after hours, sorry. Right now we're just on the 24-hour market for Robinhood, but it doesn't mean it's actually 24 hours, 7 days a week. It starts again, it ends on the night of Friday, and then it starts again basically 8 p.m. EST on Sunday, which is like obviously around 5 p.m. PST for me. So that's when I checked and I was like, ooh, it's up. So it went up to $32.74 is what I'm seeing right now through Robinhood. And yeah, I'm really excited, honestly, for pre-market. That's going to be fun. But for now, yeah, the overnight is looking good. And I don't know. I really don't know. I'm trying to be less greedy now. So I'm not really trying to 2x, but I guess we'll just watch and see how this thing, like how quickly it runs up, right? Like I think I'd be pretty happy right now with even I mean, I was just up like I think 10% and I didn't sell. So I want to say I need to be up at least 20% to even consider selling at this point. But my faith in him, like just literally blind faith on like, I think he's a cool dude. I think he likes stock. And I think because he likes stock, I like the stock more. But I'm just here, honestly, this is like a momentum trade for me. This is a momentum trade slash I like to pretend I'm not being emotional, but I am being a little emotional in the sense that this is like a movie to me. And I feel like I just want him to win. Like, I just want him to be like, not even just like singular billionaire, like, which some people said that he was at one point, because when we watched the stream, he was down. Not that I feel bad for him, but Roaring Kitty, Keith Gill, DFV, whatever. He was down to, was it 300? Was it 300 million? I think it was around 350 million or something like that. Whatever. He still has like more than $300 million, which is absolutely insane to me. The fact that I guess he started at 50,000. But so people are speculating like, okay, this dude probably like was a billionaire because it hit like $80 or something. I want this guy to walk away, honestly, with like more than, double-digit billionaire status. I want him to have like 15 billion, $20 billion. I don't exactly know how that's going to happen, but I honestly am curious. Like, people are saying like he's moving the market, he's manipulating it. But I'm like, I don't even know what this man holds. I don't even know what he has. How is this even manipulation when there's so many like YouTubers who I like, by the way, that show you all their positions? Like, heck, even I've talked about more positions that I hold through crypto and stocks here than Roaring Kitty does, which she honestly just talks about like GME. I think his older videos, he must have talked about other stuff, before GameStop blew up. But like this man is literally just talking about GME. Like I didn't hear him say like, oh, I'm buying Nvidia, which by the way, oh my Lord, like, it's the top soon, right? Like, I mean, not financial advice, not financial advice, just my personal stupid opinion. And I'm not smart because I didn't buy Nvidia at like $200. I didn't make like $1,000 per share. But I'm sorry, I'm gonna judge it. I'm gonna judge the fact that I know people who are now taking like 100 grand out to buy not GameStop. I'm sure there's people who do that too. But there are people I know that are taking $100,000 out. No shade, no shade. If you got the money, you do you. But there's people who are taking $100,000 out now, waiting for the split. I mean, it's already happened. So I think like literally tomorrow we're gonna see it at like what 100 something, 120, whatever the heck the price ended at, right? But they're buying it now. They're gonna buy it at like $130. And I'm like, do you not see the line like straight up, bro? Like the line is straight up. It did not take a break. And when I say like did not take a break, I mean like it's not like it even took a break and dropped like 20%. So it's almost like that 20% is coming. I am not going to bet anyone on the fact that it's going to drop 20% because I did not buy any put options on Nvidia yet. But I might be ballsy enough to do it. I might just have to check the price of buying a put on Nvidia. I actually pray to God that it goes to like 104, like after split, let's say it goes to 120. I actually pray to God it goes to like 150. And then those people can hopefully get out that are putting in ridiculous amounts of money already at the top. But whatever. I hope it goes to 150, 200, whatever. Then I like to buy a put option because I do believe in my heart that it's going to drop like 30% minimum, like at least 30%. But what do I know? I have no idea. This is my little guess. Sorry, went off like on a crazy tangent. I need to drink some sugarcane juice. I love sugarcane. It's actually like, yeah, I think it's a little diluted, but I wouldn't bet against Nvidia. Frugalicity says, I'm just not rich enough to bet against Nvidia. So I don't, like, full disclosure, I know I'm talking a lot of smack right now on Nvidia, but I don't have the money to bet against Nvidia last week. Might have the money to bet against Nvidia this week, but I don't know. Maybe because now that I know there's people put triple leverage EVIX going against the S&P 500. That was the only one that really honestly did well for me. By the way, guys, if you enjoy my live streams that are based off of nothing but imagination and my own personal opinion, definitely smash the like button. I appreciate all of you guys that are in here. Refresh. Oh, yeah. I don't know what happened. I mean, I'm on Wi-Fi, so whatever. If it stops, like try to come back in. But make sure you are subscribed. Make sure you ring that notification bell so you know whenever these live streams begin. And yes, that is, I see it. That is cheesy ramen back there. It's absolutely delicious. Where else? Okay, there's a lot of things I want to talk about. The GameStop situation. Here's my prediction. So I'm glad to see that he showed up because a part of me, if you were watching my live streams, I was like, okay, if this dude doesn't show up, like I'm honestly okay with it because I'm okay with him just like being there on his YouTube channel and even during his live stream, just show a bunch of memes. Like I thought that would be really, really like cute and funny. And I thought that would be like more protective for himself in case like obviously there's all these rumors that the SEC is already going after him or possibly going after him. So I'm like, if this dude just does a live stream and then he just puts a bunch of memes up and doesn't even show his portfolio, doesn't even show anything, like I'd be okay with that, right? Like I would understand that he'd be trying to like protect himself. But I think because also right now there's all this talk about how like there's literally a meme right now where it's like they're saying that Roaring Kitty is like, there's an image of Roaring Kitty. I saw this on Reddit where Roaring Kitty's like rug pulling the hedgies, the suits, and then behind him is Ryan Cohen, CEO GME, like rug pulling Roaring Kitty. And I think that is just the surface like story where everyone's like, Ryan Cohen's not on your side. Okay, like GameStop is not on your side because GameStop is taking advantage of the fact that whenever the stock goes up, they just keep on producing more shares. And if they're like going ahead and selling off more shares, obviously the more of something, the less value it is. And then people sell off, people get scared. So apparently, supposedly last month, I think they did 45 million. I had to write that down. I don't memorize that. But last month, I think when they were like obviously taking advantage of all this hype up, they basically came out and issued 45 million shares. And then obviously right before Roaring Kitty's June, today's the 9th, 987, right before his 7th. By the way, his birthday was yesterday. So I hope he gets a really happy birthday week this week. Maybe he'll become a multi-billionaire this week. Who knows? But then they obviously June 7th just kind of like people feel like he's pulled the rug on Roaring Kitty and the rest of us. Like that's what everyone feels on, I guess, a lot of Reddit subreddits. They're saying that like because they're issuing 75 million more, that's a lot. They just did 45 million and they're doing 75 million. I'm not a pro, so I don't know like at what like more point, like if they're going to issue maybe another 200 million out like tomorrow. I don't know at what point does it just destroy the whole thing and the whole thing's going to crash down to like $3. So I have no idea like where that point is. If you do understand it more than me and you know like how much more they're going to issue out to the point where this whole thing is just going to self-destruct, let me know. But at this point, I hear some people saying like, okay, it's already over. They've already destroyed it. They've rug pulled Roaring Kitty and all of us. And now nobody believes in GameStop anymore. And that regular retailers aren't going to buy anymore because they're going to be too scared to buy because they're going to feel like, okay, every time I buy and then the stock goes from $27 to like $65, you guys are going to just go and issue more shares. So then what's the point? Why are we paying you? And then why are we like making no money? Then the other argument is by them doing this, they are basically helping themselves, which in turn, if you're an investor, you are technically going to be benefiting if the company actually lasts and the company doesn't end up, just going full bankrupt mode and just game over for GameStop. I hope it never stops. But yeah, there's just like all this commotion, all these like rumors, all these possibilities. And I have no idea, but I'm just here to ask you guys what you think. And just here to give you like some possibilities, just out of my imagination, as if this is a movie. I don't think, maybe because maybe I'm being too hopeful for people. I don't know. Maybe that's just my personality, but I don't think I think there are evil people out there, but I don't think that anybody here that I just mentioned, like Ryan Cohen, Roaring Kitty, and heck, even the hedge funds, I don't think anybody's evil here. I think everybody is just the same. Like everybody's just out here to make money. Like we're all like anybody who's in the stream right now, listening me talk about Roaring Kitty and all that, like we're just capitalists. Like we're just here to make money. So I don't really think anybody's like straight up evil, like hoping that somebody like YOLOs their entire house money and then is living in a box with their kids on the street. I don't think anybody is trying to do that to anyone. At the end of the day, whatever chips you have on the table should be something that you can be affording to lose. And if you can't afford to lose and you have those chips on the table, no offense, kind of your fault. What was I going to say? Yeah, I feel like why is it so sunny? I'm trying to get a little away from the sun because I don't want to be. Okay. I think maybe I'll just do it at this angle. But hi there, Dawn. Welcome. Smash the like and say hello to everybody. Welcome, guys. Thank you, all of you guys that are currently in the stream. Y'all are obsessed, probably as obsessed as me. I feel like the whole weekend I was like talking to normal people who like don't care about this stuff, and I like didn't say anything. But like the whole time in my head, I was just like, what's happening with GameStop? I wonder what like everybody who's invested in GameStop right now is thinking, looking at the price of $27 and like 16 cents and whatnot. But I'm so glad I could do these live streams and just talk to you guys because y'all are just a little wild like me. Hi there, Goals. Welcome. Goal says, I think GameStop having TCG now opens up huge opportunity. They could end up with $1 million cards. So for those of you guys that don't know, I forgot what TCG stands for. Trading card games. Is that what that stands for? I forgot. But I just know TCG deals with like cards. So like Yu-Gi-Oh cards and other cards. I want to say Pokemon too, but like official cards, right? Is that what that is? But yes, obviously the card business is pretty big. And I actually personally believe that like when we saw like the crazy hype during the pandemic and people were staying home, and people had all this money and all this time, like people were like pumping up those Charizard cards, like Pokemon cards, and cards were going wild. Or like we saw that like I think there was that one Charizard card or whatever. I think it was Logan Paul that was showing it or some like influencer. I forgot. But basically some card was like cardboard piece of paper, thin card was like at $250,000 or something like that. And I think some other cards are worth like $1 million. I think one of my friends actually told me that like the most expensive card in the world or at one point in time was not actually a Pokemon card, but it was actually like a Magic card or something like that. And there was like one in the world or something. And it's like $1 million. I don't know. I think so. But do your own DD. And sports cards. Thank you. Goal says, I think GameStop should have celebrities sign Pokemon cards. Absolutely. Like GameStop can do so much, but then again, I like told you guys my crazy theories and hopes and dreams for like AMC. I also think AMC can do so much, but then again, I think in a philosophical way, human beings, which are the people controlling these companies, just human beings can do so much. It's like you look at yourself in the mirror today and you think you're like ABC, but you could actually be A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and more. I didn't want to go down the rest of the alphabet, but I hope you understand what I just said. And then same thing with like companies. It's endless opportunities. It's just about who's in it. And it's just about like how you make your plan and then how you execute that plan. Well, also like how well you market it. But I think the thing here that is oh my god, sorry. I want to say so much stuff about GameStop because I literally like watched like 1,000 podcast videos. I watch so much stuff on GameStop right now. My mind is just like, I don't know what to talk about first. Let's go through this first. I actually made a sticky. Let's talk about this first. We'll go to other stuff, but thank you guys for listening to me babble on. And GameStop right now is currently at 31.12, and I'm very, very excited to see the price later. And I don't know when I'm gonna sell, but honestly, like if like pre-market, because you guys know how pre-market it was on Monday last week, I think $46, right? So to be honest, I'd like to see it go to 60 something again, even though I feel like most people are worrisome that it's not going to happen. So I don't really know what my number would be. I like to see 60. I might not anytime soon. So maybe if it goes to like 45, 46 even, I might even just like hit that sell button and then maybe wait for another opportunity because it has just bounced back from 27, 46, and then like 46 that day after I sold at 46 to like 67 and then going down to 27 obviously, and then we went back. It's just been a crazy roller coaster ride. Like before Roaring Kitty's stream, I didn't actually even look at the price of GameStop, but I watched somebody else's like screen share afterwards on YouTube, and this I saw it and it was crazy. It was like right before Roaring Kitty I think went on the stream. GameStop was like 29, like not 29, but I think it was like 36, and then it was like 46. It was just crazy discrepancies, and I don't want to be in the middle of that. So I don't know. I kind of want to bounce if I see it stabilize. But I feel like every time I'm in the market, it's never stable. And then when I'm not in the market, I was so pissed, guys. When I sold at 46 before the stream, and then I left like a little bit, like $5 grand in, and I was watching it go to 60, like inside of me, I'm like, go down, go down. Like, stop staying at 60. Like, this is not fair. How come when I was selling it, I was freaking out because it would go to like 46 and then it would drop down to like 42, 43. And it's just so stable when I have less money in it. Like, this is just how the world works. I don't know. Oh, by the way, all of you guys in here right now, thank you so much. We have 50 people in here. We only have 20 likes. So if you enjoy these streams and you want to keep it going, one thing I will ask you to kindly do, if you like Carmen and South Park like I do, is just smash that like button. Make sure you are subscribed to my channel. Ring that notification bell so you know whenever I do other live streams. And I do want to tell you guys, if you're not watching All In Podcast, you're totally missing out. I can't memorize everybody's names in there, which I don't know why, because they always do an intro, but I remember Chamoth. Chamoth is in there. I think we have two David. One is David Sachs, something Freeberg. Yes. Okay, whatever. There's 4 of them, and I love them all. I just don't memorize people's names that well. But anyways, I watched the On podcast, and I think it's a guy they call the science dude or something. He gave like an explanation of why he thinks that GME is like a terrible, well, maybe he didn't say it's terrible, but he's saying like it's basically a business that's losing money, and then he doesn't understand like why would people buy it or something like that. So I wrote it down, and I do want to share with you guys, or you could go and find podcasts yourself. It's just I'm talking about GME. Their podcasts are usually very long. So this is what he said. Finished 2.23 fiscal year with sales of $5.3 billion, down from $5.9 billion. Okay, so obviously they're down in sales from the year before. 50 sales he said 50 sales so sales declined 12%, and I can't even read my own writing. I was reading 50, but it's so sales declined 12% in the year. Okay, and adjusted EBITDA was 65 million, 1.2 billion cash, today's market cap, and again, when he said today, that was June 7, 2024, is 13.5 billion, which makes it a 12.5 enterprise value. To be honest, I have no idea. And then he said 12.5 billion divided by 65 million, which is the EBITDA, equals this stock is trading about 192 times its EBITDA. And then for reference of what that, I guess, in layman terms means, again, he said GME is trading at about 192 times its EBITDA. And then he says a profitable business usually trades 7 to 12 times EBITDA. So I think that is the just kind of explaining in layman terms, like even though I do not really understand all of these terms and I cannot calculate it for you, even if my life depended on it. That I do understand. He is basically saying that GME is trading way higher than its, I guess, fundamental value, if we're going to go at that point, right? And he says GME revenue is declining at 12% a year. So basically very bad stuff. Very, very bad stuff. Clearly this stuff, I don't remember Roaring Kitty talking about it on his stream that he did for like, I think about an hour that he came late to. And that's fine. That's fine because the dude likes the stock. So like whatever. Yeah. To be honest, I have no idea what's up his sleeve. Like I think I told you guys already on my other stream, or even before I got into GameStop, I've just kind of been contemplating like, why is he doing this? Right? Like, why am I standing in the sun? Okay. I think this. Okay. Let me see. Okay. Okay, do it. Okay, that's fine. My light's probably gonna go out soon. GME, by the way, 24 hours on Robinhood right now is 31.58. And we have 25 likes in here, but more people. So get those likes up, folks. Thank you very much. Hi there, Henry. Welcome to the stream. Low Roller Scratcher. Pokemon cards crash 80% off now. I don't really trade Pokemon cards to like make money off of them, but I know very successful people who like make good money off cards though. Like I have a friend of a friend who apparently, I don't know this guy, but my friend told me that his friend makes a lot of money off like Pokemon cards and all these like trading cards, and he like travels around, goes to Japan, hops to another country, and like gives people these like very expensive, extravagant cards, and they're cardboard paper. So like, yeah, that stuff really makes me believe in NFTs, you know, like as much as I kind of really did not like NFTs. And I still never bought an NFT besides my Chubby Cattle NFT. That's linked down below if you also want to buy a Chubby Cattle NFT. I think besides my Chubby Cattle NFT, I don't own any other NFTs. That's just like art. I don't have a Bored Ape or anything like that, or a mutant ape. But like all this stuff is kind of in the same realm for me. It's like, okay, some people think it's crazy. Some people think like it makes no sense. But art doesn't really, like, if you think somebody buying a JPEG is kind of crazy because it's not like a physical thing, you could kind of still think the same thing about like a cardboard paper. Like, oh, that's a physical thing, but it's still just a piece of paper. But then it's like, what's a Monet? Like, what's a Picasso? It's still just art. It's still just art. So I feel like human beings just have very different ways of valuing stuff. And like, I could just go ahead and just diss all types of art that's around, like photography and paintings, like from even 200, 300 years ago. It doesn't matter. So like, if you don't value art, period, you don't value art. And if you don't value like makeup, you don't value makeup. You don't value like animals, you don't value animals. But I hope you value dogs, specifically Dogecoin. Eric, welcome to Rubber Chicken Yellow Gang. Oh my gosh, I don't know why I named it that. Yeah, because when I named like my community Rubber Chicken Yellow Gang, by the way, I just want to explain that, like, I'm not crazy. I actually did have a rubber chicken that I traded with points tickets from like Dave and Buster, which I do not have the Dave and Buster stock, which is kind of wild, but this is also from Dave & Buster. I'm kind of a fan. But thank you, Eric, the Dream Giver, for supporting my channel. For all of you guys that also want to support the channel, it's like, I think $6 a month or under $6 a month or something like that. So if you want to give me coffee money and you enjoy my videos, please do so and join the community. If you do not wish to, that's totally cool. You should subscribe to me and just smash the likes and follow me on other platforms in case we don't see each other if I lose any of one of these platforms. Lower Scratcher says you should name it YOLO of Dogecoin. I don't know. I don't want to really be known for YOLOing into Dogecoin. I YOLO into a lot of things, obviously. Let's go like button to the moon. Thank you so much. And also, guys, Eric the Dream Giver is also a YouTuber. So go ahead and check out his page. Thank you for supporting me. I got to give you a shout out for that. Goal says, I lost $5. Looks like it was after what, but it did make some money before the split. Roy and Kitty didn't really say much, Frugalicity says. And I think that's good. Sorry, yeah, let's go back to like his stream. My personal views, just out of my imagination, my little like analysis on his stream. This doesn't sweat, by the way. I overdid my makeup and it's like too much highlighter. But I think he strategically did not say too much about the stock because he does not want to get into legal problems. Hence why, unlike a lot of other YouTubers, financial gurus, writing out like paragraphs of like why they're buying Tesla stock, Nvidia stock, or blah, blah, blah. He's not really explaining that much. And some people are taking it as, okay, he's just crazy and he like possibly doesn't know what he's doing and he's just YOLOing like $100 million. Like that is also I think that's also like when people say that, I just think, but how could you say that about somebody who can turn $50,000 into $100 million? Like, I feel like everybody judges people on their actions. And I'm not saying just because you did one thing right, you can always repeat, because past results do not guarantee future results. I always forget that saying. I'm not saying it right, but you know what I mean. Even though past performance does not guarantee future results. Yes, even though it's like that, I think I will take a look in the mirror and self-reflect before I call anybody who can do that, turning $50,000 into like millions of dollars, like somebody that doesn't know what they're doing. And I don't think anybody hates money. That's like my also belief. It's just, I don't think Roaring Kitty hates money. I think Roaring Kitty, obviously we know that he has a family, he has children. I'm pretty sure, like, I don't know if he's going to leave money to his kids, like all this GameStop money or whatever. I don't know what the heck he's going to do, but I feel like he doesn't hate money. And if one, like, by the way, he didn't have super chats though. That somebody picked up, like you guys said in my last stream, and they were like, oh, he doesn't have his super chats on. And again, I think like that's why, because I don't think he really cares at this point. I feel like he's made so much money now that I don't think he's trying also to just like stick it to the suits, because I feel like he's already stuck it to the suits, because obviously billions and billions of dollars over and over again have been lost like throughout the span of this whole entire GME thing since like 2020, 2021. Yeah, so part of me feels like he is trying to just make more money. But at the same time, I feel like he just doesn't hate retailers, and he's here. I feel like he's just giving us like cookie crumbs. Like he's giving us the yellow brick road. He's giving you an opportunity. And I think like as much hate as also like people just keep, like, I was watching these videos over the weekend and people were like, this whole thing just reminds me of Dogecoin and how Elon Musk made everybody I love how they use the word made. They were like how Elon Musk made people believe that he was going to say something important about Dogecoin, which to be honest, like I thought he was going to say something like important about Dogecoin too. But people, I guess, still to this day compare it to like Dogecoin. And they're like, oh, the whole thing with Roaring Kitty doing a live stream, but then not really saying much is kind of like giving me the vibes of Elon Musk saying that he's going to go on SNL and making people feel like he's going to talk about Dogecoin, and then he didn't. And then when he did a SNL thing, it just tanked and it's never really gotten back up, right? But first off, those two things I personally think are very, very different, okay? Elon Musk is an entrepreneur with billions of dollars and tons of companies, and he's not like, oh, I'm just all YOLO into Doge. It's not the same thing, first off. Apples and oranges. But what I do like about these two is I feel like they gave, I don't know why balloons are popping up. I feel like they gave the average person being this. I'm not going to speak for you guys, but I personally feel like he gave the average person the ability, like both of them. Like if it wasn't for Elon Musk, I honestly like will never hate Elon Musk. I don't care if Dogecoin never goes to $1 ever. I will never hate on him, because if it wasn't for him and kind of like shilling Dogecoin, whatever you want to call it, even giving it a little attention on X made me feel like Dogecoin had a possibility and it had a chance. And that really like changed my financial life and just kind of like, I guess, changed my life because I'm doing streams now. And that's something I would have never dreamed of. So I feel like, yeah, I'm just grateful. I'm grateful for momentum when I see it. And I'm grateful for even the opportunity because is Warren Buffett tweeting about what he's actually, I think he'll get into a lot of legal problems. So no, but you know, like, that's what I mean. Like, is Warren Buffett, because can Warren Buffett say he likes, like, I don't know, Dogecoin? Can he say he likes dog with hat? Can he tweet about dog with hat? I don't know. Legally, maybe he can, but it's like right before he does it, or maybe after he has some. Can he just say, I like the Doge? But he doesn't do it, does he? He doesn't. So there you go. That's just how I feel about it. Oh, Henry. Thank you so much, Henry Beetle Jr., for also joining. Welcome to the Rubber Chicken YOLO Gang family. I appreciate all of you guys that are in here, whether you join my community or not. But just know, those of you guys that rewatch my videos, also, if you miss this live stream and you come back and you watch it, try to just like listen and then watch all of the many ads. That really helps out with the monetization and stuff. But Henry says, for the record, thought I was a member, but was on the other channel. It's all good. It's all good. Thank you. Goal says, I'm going to give it 3/4 of growing earnings for GameStop and Wall Street will go wild. Maybe because of the SEC, Henry says. Yes. And I think, like, again, no hate against like Warren Buffett. I think he's awesome. I also want like, I kind of want like a giant painting of him. Like, and if I have like a really big place one day, I want to like put his face like in my hallway or something like that. Did you ever search up like a younger looking Warren Buffett? You would never guess. Like, I feel like when you, in my mind, Warren Buffett just looks like Warren Buffett now, but then I like searched him up and then I was like, whoa, like you just never know how somebody looks like in their younger days, man. But anyways, totally off topic. Some other things that I want to talk about is I hope like, sorry, we're talking about Ryan Cohen. That's another thing I want to say about Ryan Cohen. So I don't think Ryan Cohen is just trying to like screw over everybody. I personally don't think so. I want to know what you guys think. Let me know down in the comment section below if you feel like he like somehow secretly hates Roaring Kitty or whatever, or maybe all of GameStop, because obviously it's a public company, so there's board members. I don't know if it's necessarily Ryan Cohen or it's everybody over at GameStop. That's the executives and they make the decisions that hate him or whatever, or just like does not want us to make money. But that was not like, I obviously did not like the fact that it was supposed to be June 11th. It was supposed to be June 11th that they were going to come out with their earnings. So I always thought that it was going to be both bullish news. Like, I was assuming that Roaring Kitty was going to do his live stream, obviously on Friday, and it was going to be bullish that people finally see, oh, blah, 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 it's fine, it's him. And then afterwards, I was like excited for June 11th, which is supposed to be Tuesday of this week, that they were going to do their earnings. And I'm like, oh, maybe they're going to release some news. Like, oh, some great thing is going to happen. Not going ahead and then issuing more shares. Not that. And then also stating that they're like at a, what is it? Like, hold on, let me pull it up. Took a picture of the stuff that they released. So GameStop disclosed its first quarter 2024 results. Obviously, they did it like right before Roaring Kitty's thing, which, like, how is, people are calling Roaring Kitty market manipulation, but then what do you call that? What do you call them knowing first that he was going to do a stream and then GameStop going ahead and issuing more shares? What do you call, like, why do we not say anything about that? But anyways, first quarter overview. Net sales were 0.882 billion for the first quarter compared to 1.237 billion in the prior year's first quarter. Selling, general, and administrative SG&A expenses were 295.1 million, or 33.5% of net sales for the first quarter, compared to the 345 million, or 27.9% of net sales in the prior year's first quarter. Net loss was 32.2 million for the first quarter, compared to the net loss of 50.5 million for the prior year's first quarter. So to be honest, isn't that kind of like a good thing? At least that's like the one line I read right now, I think is not that bad. That means the prior year's first quarter, they lost 50 million, but now they just lost 32.3 million, which is like not that bad in my opinion. But anyways, cash equivalents, and marketable securities were 1.083 billion at close quarter. Long-term debt remains limited to low interest unsecured term loan associated with French government's response to COVID. Okay. Yeah. Anyways. Oh, sorry. I want to see how much it is while I'm talking. Sorry. Clearly, you know, for the last like 2 days, I've just really been like thinking about all of this. But yeah, I personally don't think Ryan Cohen or everybody at GameStop does not like Roaring Kitty. And a part of me, maybe this is just like the conspiracy theorist in me. I'm like, this might be good. This might be like, for the rest of the quarter, then Zip Trader said that that would kind of be like more of a bullish thing. And I agree with that. I feel like people are now scared, like you're just going to sell at the top, you sell at the top every single time. But if they did come out and they were like, oh no, we're not going to do like more issuing shares, like we pretty much had enough. Like if they said something like that, I think that would be really, really bullish. But I'm not going to like bet on the fact that they're even going to do that. So who knows? But let's just hope for the best. Like I am hoping that they don't sell more shares anymore, or like issue out more shares. I think that would overall be more positive for everybody that does plan on putting more money into GameStop, or it's just like it currently sticking in GameStop. That's what I feel like. Gold says, yeah, they're showing responsibility. I'm starting a trend. Eric says everybody should support to the moon. I'm starting a trend. Thank you, Eric. Yes, thank you for joining the Rubber Chicken YOLO gang. It's awesome. Let's send a clap to all of you guys that have joined. And thank you to all of you guys that smashed that like button and that are currently subscribed to my channel. Right now, it's actually not moving as much as before. We're not at $32 anymore. GameStop's still at 31. So yeah, I don't know what is going to be the future of all of this, but I do think Roaring Kitty has a good reason to do what he's doing. And I think the thing I'm curious on is how is he going to deal with those options? Because there's a lot of people that were hoping that he would just execute those options. I didn't think he would do it because I saw this one news reporter that was saying like if he did do it, no, it was actually I think it was an options expert was saying like he can't really sell all those. Like if he wanted to sell those options, it wouldn't be easy. Like he can execute it, but he can't really sell it because if he sells it, like it's just so huge that it would first off take like a while, and then the price would like basically start to drop. So that's what I heard. Again, to your own data entertainment purposes only. So I feel like he's not gonna sell as much as I think. If I were him, honestly, I would just cash out the whole position and be like, I'm moving over to crypto. Imagine he gets rid of GameStop, takes out like $1 billion, and is like, I'm now gonna go into something kitty coin. I don't know. That'd be hilarious. But then he'll probably lose all his money. So no, but maybe some other more reputable crypto that's been on the top 10 for a while. I don't know. But yeah, I wish he was honestly posting more positions, just like other financial gurus on YouTube and stuff. I want to see like what other things that he finds interesting, and I honestly just hope that my high hopes, even though he feels totally doesn't have to because he's gonna be way too rich after all this, and with $300 million, I mean, I don't think he has to really be trading and doing YouTube and getting that monetization money. I don't think he really cares. Plus, he has family to but I think that's the future I hope for. I hope he sticks around and just has fun and does his meme thing and shares his trades online, because not that I want to copy like everything he does and all his trades, but I like to see what he finds interesting and like his reasoning behind it. So I hope one day he'll start doing like more of his fundamental or technical analysis. Like that's also like something I hope for. But I just hope he gets out of this as a billionaire, because I don't know when he's going to sell. But I guess the 21st is when his options expire. And people are expecting that he's going to go ahead and execute them. He's going to buy like, what is it, 12 million shares or something like that. And I don't know how he's going to get that type of money, because isn't that like 200 million plus, however, depending on how much. Yeah. Wait, no. We did the math. This math I could do. $20 times 12 million times 12 million times $20. $240 million. This guy needs $240 million. But I think he does have $240 million. But yeah. Oh, another theory that I have is, even though, see, like just now, I don't know how he's gonna do it. And a lot of people are questioning, like, how is this dude so rich? How does he have all this money? How? But what if he was so unshaken on that live stream and he was so confident, because he in fact actually doesn't even just have this amount of money that we saw. Like what we know is that, and what they portrayed in Dumb Money was that he had about $50,000 starting, and then he made his way up to like what people assume to be around like $50 million or so, right? I honestly thought he cashed out and was like, bounce, sayonara, not going to deal with Congress no more, and just that was it. But clearly that's not what happened. But I think I personally think there's a possibility, just out of my imagination, that he could have a heck of a lot more money than what we even saw on his E-Trade account of like those options and those shares that totaled to, what was it? Was it like 359? Sorry, I tweeted about it. I don't know why I'm not going back into my tweets. I put a screenshot of it. If you're not following me also on Twitter, on X, follow me. It's just Living with Lucy. Yes, that's a Doge Cybertruck. I'm seeing more Cybertrucks out there, by the way, and I love it. Even though recently a friend of mine said it looks like a cockroach on wheels, which is worse than refrigerator on wheels. But I'm like, to each his own. You can have your opinion, but I think it looks awesome. All right. So for what did I did post. I know I posted a screenshot. Okay. So I posted a screenshot on Friday of his portfolio, and his value, deep of value, I think his total value is 350 million. Yeah. So like if you add up his options as of Friday, at least when he showed it to us, and his shares, it's supposed to be 350 million. But I think, and I hope for him, that the actual realities of it, and he does not need to disclose to us. What if this dude has like, I don't know, millions of dollars in like Ethereum or Bitcoin or Dogecoin or whatever the heck? Who knows what things he has been doing in the past 3 years? Like, I'm sure he's clearly made a lot of memes. Like, he spent a lot of time on those memes that he tweeted recently. But what if it wasn't just the memes? What if he was every single day, wakes up at 6 a.m. or wherever time he lives, or probably like 9 a.m. or whatever, and he's trading stocks. He's trading like a madman for the last 3 years, and he's actually already a billionaire. Like, you and I don't know that. The people on CNBC don't know that. The Bloomberg people don't know anything. Like, I mean, they know a lot, but you don't know what you don't know. So the confidence level that I witnessed during the live stream, I don't know about you guys, I don't think this man may not have more money in his pocket. Maybe he has another, like, it would be so insane to me. And I would love to see this. Just the jaws dropping. If this the whole time, the past 3 years, he was making money on other things, or even just like trading in and out GameStop or AMC or whatever the heck. I don't know what he does. But what if he made so much money on the sidelines within the last 3 years? And now he's got so much money to spend it and just keep buying. And people think that he's worried because he's down from, like, I don't know, near $1 billion down to 350, but he's not worried. He's not worried because what if he can execute and then he could buy even more? Like, that would be the ultimate like nuke. I think that's my very, very bullish imaginary thesis of what could happen. But let me know if you think the possibility of that. Like, okay, actually, let's just do a little poll. I'm gonna start a poll. I gotta go soon. Do you think Roaring Kitty has a lot more money beyond GME 350 mil? Because it ended at 350 mil, like what I saw at least. I'm gonna start the poll. Again, that's just my personal like guess, but I think the guy has more because his hands weren't shaking. If it were me and I had all my money, like that's all I had, it was like 500 million or something like that. And then within the span of like, I don't know, 30 minutes or however long it took for the news to come out that GME was diluting more shares and that GME decided to, like, on the surface rug pull him or whatever, I would be so mad. I wouldn't even be able to like maintain my hands from holding the beer that he was drinking. Right. Like, I think a normal person that just like had all their like house money on the line, like you would freak out a little bit. He was way too calm. So I don't think he's scared at all. I think he has possibly a lot of more money. I don't want to say like he has $10 billion. Like, I mean, that's being a little extravagant, but he could have like $1 billion on the side, just being like, boom, guess what? I just executed my call options at $20 and then I'm going to buy more. I'm going to buy more long call options. Yeah. I don't know. Just a thought. But we also have to think about the very negative sides, because I do have shares in GME, right? Like, I'm in. So I do have to think about the negative stuff. And I have to think that even though I think Roaring Kitty is really smart, there's also a lot of people that don't want him to make money. And if those people end up winning and doing things that I've never heard of in the stock market, they do stuff to him that he's not aware of, then this whole thing could crash, even if he's smart, right? Like, just, you have to be okay with all the risks that you are planning to take with all of this. For me, I know it's risky. I know it's wild. I have no idea what's happening. I have no idea if Roaring Kitty is going to come out of this a billionaire, if he's possibly a billionaire, or if he and Ryan Cohen are, because he kept shilling Ryan Cohen. He was like, Ryan Cohen, like, oh, like he's going to be the man. Like, he's going to, like, basically take GME to new heights. And he said this back in like 2020 and 2021. So I don't know if their relationship, even if they don't even know each other, is even like good. I don't know if they've ever spoken on the phone. I don't know anything. Yeah, or if, like, everybody at GameStop that's controlling the money and diluting the shares, do they hate him? Do they like him? Is this actually, like, somehow helping him? I like to think of the positives, and I like to think that GameStop actually knows what they're doing, and they see that Roaring Kitty is literally saving their business, and they're not going to screw him. But I could be wrong, and they could be diluting like another $100 million shares in the coming 2 weeks. Who knows, right? So it's very risky. All I know is I am more bullish on it than I am not. And it's mostly just imaginary. It's just a hunch. It's how I do everything. It's just out of my imagination. I feel it. I felt it for Dogecoin. And I was actually wrong, because when I liked Dogecoin and I decided to buy a lot and I was making live streams about it in videos, I was like, I think it could go from 1 cent possibly to 10 cents in 3 years. And then it went from 1 cent to like 70 cents in 3 months of when I made that video and said that. So really in life, sometimes things can go really, really much better than you plan for it. And then sometimes in life, all the things you've never imagined, like your worst nightmares, times 1,000 could also occur. That's why they say, don't play with money that you can't afford to lose. Eric the Dream Giver just sent back for the Cyber Squad refund, the Cyber Quad refund. Everybody thought it's a bad investment because nobody bought it. Now I'm thinking about taking the money and putting it to Doge and buying School Bus RV. I'd never try to buy a Cyber Quad, nor do I know anybody with a Cyber Quad. But wonder why they sent back and gave you. Okay, so if you're getting the refund for it, yeah, your money's free to do whatever you want with it. I just want to see when they're gonna actually sell that Cybertruck, and hopefully at more affordable prices. I think they said it's gonna be like 60,000, but I hope, since everyone's kind of cutting their prices. I heard Lucid cut their prices from like its all-time highs. All these car companies are cutting their prices. I hope one day Cybertruck will be like more affordable. I like to have one day. Might make it pink or a bright yellow and have Doge on it. But not now. I got an email saying that I can buy a Cybertruck. I don't have the credit. I could rent it out for $600 a day. Wow. I did not know, like, I don't know the going price for how much people are willing to pay like per day for it, but that's pretty sweet if you could get that. Hey Lucy, what are you watching on TV? Did you say TV this week? What am I watching on TV this week? I'm watching K-dramas right now. I'm watching this K-drama. I don't think everyone here is into K-dramas. I'm watching a K-drama called Queen of Tears. It's like, it's kind of sad. It's kind of sad, but it's like a romantic drama. I like it. I'm like 6 episodes in. And then I'm trying to like read. Well, I have to read 2 books. So I have to make time to not watch so much shows. I'll show you it. Give me a second. I gotta go soon. So I have, okay. Well, this is just like, I have to read this one. This is like my SO's like favorite book. It actually started with, it's called 3 Body Problem on Netflix. You can check it out. This is not an ad, by the way. I'm not being paid to like show you guys this, but this is like there's 3 books. I don't even know which one this is, if this is the second one or the third one, but you can search it up. It's called The 3 Body Problem. I think originally it's like a Chinese, I mean, it is a Chinese author, and then it was like turned into a show, and then Netflix made it into English show, and there's like 3 books, and this is the translated version. I think it won awards for being like a really good, I don't know, sci-fi creative thing. So I want to read this later. It's so thick. And then this I got from my brother. I really like this guy, Morgan Housel, because I didn't honestly like, I heard about this book, The Psychology of Money, like over and over again, but I was never gonna read it. I was just like, oh, probably just like look at the summary or something. But then I saw him on a podcast, and I just loved everything he said in the podcast. Then I told my brother, and he was like, oh, he's never heard of the podcast, but he read the book and he liked it, but he didn't think that it was like his favorite book. So I'm like, I like it, I want it. So then he gave me the book. So I'm gonna read both of these. Very different books though. This is like aliens come into the earth, and this is, you know, money. But I don't want to like just talk about money all the time. So I like to change it up every once in a while. What else is good? What I don't know. I have a lot of stuff on my list to like watch. But let me know in the comment section below if you guys have shows that you recommend me and that like I must see on Netflix. I like watching real estate stuff. So like I've literally seen all the stuff like Selling Sunset, Selling Beverly Hills. I'm now watching or Buying Beverly Hills, and now I'm watching Buying London, or I think that's what it's called. But yeah, I like to like look around. It feels like I'm partly learning about how much people pay for homes, like in different places, like in London, England. And then also like the expensive real estate in California that I can't afford. So I like watching those, but also the drama in it and whatnot. Was 3 Body Problem good? I have not seen it. Henry says, oh my God, it's so good. I liked it. It's not for everyone. I feel like if you don't like sci-fi and you don't like fiction, you won't like it. But if you're interested in all the ways that the world could end and the ways that aliens could attack us, you would love it. Yeah, I recommend 3 Body Problem on Netflix. But again, the 3 Body Problem on Netflix is just the English version that they made into like a different version, obviously. With like, I don't know, is it British or American actors? But basically the West's version of this Chinese author's story that's also made into, I think, television in China and movies, I think. So yeah, I recommend watching it on Netflix. But if you have the time and you like reading the books, read the books. But the Netflix is good. I think that it's interesting. I'm sorry. James says, did you get Nvidia on the top? No, bro. I agree. They can't keep pumping. Nvidia pullback coming. Sell Nvidia, buy some GME. Well, I'm in GME. I did not buy any Nvidia. I just want to buy puts on Nvidia. So I'll see this week just how much those cost. And maybe when I get rid of my GameStop, hopefully in the green still. I'm in the green right now for GameStop. So I'm really happy about that. But if I get out of GameStop and I'm still in the green, it's time to play with stuff that's not considered a meme by any means, because I already have enough memes under my belt. So I'll probably buy some puts on Nvidia. It could end really badly though. I'm not a risk taker where I'll do like a 3-day like option. I don't do short-term options. I usually do like very long ones because I'm like, oh, I don't know. But again, never financial advice on my channel, entertainment purposes only. Goal says he needs the delta of the options to be 1 at expire. Okay, did I read everybody's? Maybe because of SEC. All right, guys. I gotta go. I've been talking nonstop. GameStop, 2 friends that are also invested. Good luck. I hope for an insane week, because it is the 9th right now. So 10, 11, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Okay, never mind. So we have this whole week of God knows what type of shenanigans and how many times they're going to halt us, because they halted it 17 times. I heard on Friday. But yeah, we basically have like 2 weeks to go through before his options expire. And I don't think any of you guys should expect him to do anything, because he made no promises. He's never said like, okay, maybe I should keep my light on. but he's made no promises. Oh, it's hot. He's made no promises. He's never said he's going to hold on to those options. He never said he's going to execute them. He's never saying that he's going to execute it in front of you. Don't have expectations for Roaring Kitty. I feel like if you have expectations for this man you do not know on the internet, you will for sure be disappointed. So I don't know when he's going to sell. I have no idea. And you have to factor that in if you are invested. I think if I have to make a guess for it, I'm going to think he is going to execute them. He will buy it and he has the money. And I think out of my imagination that he most likely has a lot more money. And that's why he's so confident. Hands don't shake when you have billions of dollars. And I don't think he's working with anybody. Like a lot of the news channels are trying to get you to believe. I don't think he's that stupid. I don't think somebody who had a movie made about him, disappeared for 3 years, came back and like it made a stock go from like basically $10 we could have all gotten like, I don't know, the year before or something like that to go to like $80. I don't think somebody with that type of power, ability, knowledge to even buy it in the first place in 2020 and do all of this would be dumb enough to have to do anything stupid enough to go to jail. So I hope that all will be well. And there's for sure just going to be, it's a zero-sum game. We're in a zero-sum game where a lot of people are going to lose money. It's just for sure. And I hope he comes out on top. And I hope I come out on top. And I hope some of you guys come out on top, if some of you guys do have it. But some of us are going to lose money. I may too. I may lose it all. It's the risk I was willing to take when I decided to buy it. I think that's almost everything I want to say. Sorry, I just never remember. I don't like write down what I'm going to do before I do the live stream. So yeah, if you want to know my trade alerts, even though I don't want you guys to listen to me for any financial advice or try to copy my trades, but if you just want to look at it for entertainment purposes only, you're welcome to. Links down below. Yeah, I'm going to go. I wish you guys luck. I'm so pumped to see what happens tonight at like 1 a.m. PST. And I think it'll be, oh, sorry. The one thing that I thought was really interesting is I almost feel like Roaring Kitty, I don't want to say wanted everybody to lose a lot of money and for the stock to go down to $27, but I feel like he almost was not attempting to make the price of GME rise up very high when he disclosed that he wanted to do a stream on Friday at 9 a.m. I don't think that was his goal because he knows and he's seen it be halted so many times that I feel like he almost knows that if he did a stream at 9 a.m., like you're going to get halted. And that's what happened. I feel like if he really wanted to not have it be halted, he could do a stream right now or pre-market, but he didn't do that. So I think more is brewing. That's just me. Am I coming to the California VidCon? Are you talking, is it to me, Eric the Dream Giver? No, I don't think I've ever done a California VidCon. So I don't know what that is, and I've never done it. But happy Sunday, everybody. Thank you, Henry Vidal Jr. Every single person in here, thank you, especially to those that joined my community here. Thank you for supporting me. I will definitely use that for coffee money because I'm going to need it. Take care. Smash the like button on your way out, and I'll see you guys soon.